Get ready for fireworks. The first New York City mayoral debate of 2025 was more than just a discussion of local issues. It was a clash of personalities, ideologies, and even a shadowboxing match with former President Trump. The candidates, Democrat Zohran Mamdani, Independent Andrew Cuomo, and Republican Curtis Sliwa, didn't hold back, tackling everything from crime rates to the cost of living, and even the complex issue of Israel's right to exist. But here's where it gets controversial. Trump's influence, though he wasn't physically present, loomed large over the entire event. The debate, held on Thursday night, quickly devolved into a series of pointed attacks. Sliwa, known for his guardian angels and signature red beret, which was notably absent, quipped about the high levels of testosterone in the room within the first 15 minutes. Setting the stage for a combative evening. Cuomo, attempting to solidify his position as the moderate Democratic choice in a traditionally blue city, labeled Mamdani a Democratic socialist and even accused him of calling former President Barack Obama an evil liar. These are serious accusations. Trump himself has openly expressed his disapproval of Mamdani's candidacy. Last month he stated, "I don't like to see a communist become mayor. I will tell you that." This adds another layer of complexity to the race, transforming it into something more than just a local election. Cuomo further questioned Mamdani's qualifications, arguing that the mayor's office is no job for on-the-job training, alluding to Mamdani's relative lack of experience. Mamdani retorted that he makes up for his lack of experience with integrity, a quality he implied Cuomo lacked. Ouch. Mamdani, in turn, painted Cuomo as an out-of-touch, old-school politician, implying a connection between Cuomo and Trump, a potent accusation in a city where Trump's popularity is limited. Interestingly, the candidates found common ground on only one question. When asked about the best mayor in New York City's history, both Cuomo and Mamdani cited Fiorello LaGuardia, who served from 1934 to 1945. The issue of affordability, a major concern for many New Yorkers, took center stage. And this is the part most people miss. Trump also used affordability as a central theme of his re-election bid, a strategy that polls suggest resonated with voters. A recent CBS News poll indicated that Mamdani held a lead, particularly among voters prioritizing the cost of living. Mamdani himself highlighted Cuomo's seeming avoidance of the topic, stating, "It's been an hour and 20 minutes of this debate, and we haven't heard Governor Cuomo say the word affordability. That's why he lost the Democratic primary." However, the debate took a particularly contentious turn when the discussion shifted to anti-Semitism and Israel's right to exist as a Jewish state. Cuomo repeatedly pressed Mamdani on this issue, stating, "The assemblyman still won't say he believes that Israel has the right to existence as a Jewish state. He is a divisive personality." Mamdani, who is Muslim, attempted to clarify his position, stating, "I've said time and again that I recognize Israel's right to exist. I've said that I will not recognize any states," before being interrupted by Cuomo. The exchange continued with Cuomo repeatedly demanding Mamdani acknowledge Israel's right to exist specifically as a Jewish state. Mamdani eventually responded that he would not recognize any state's right to exist with a system of hierarchy based on race or religion. This is a critical point that could sway many voters. Sliwa, aiming to appeal to moderate voters, frequently targeted Cuomo with his criticisms. Notably, none of the candidates endorsed Governor Kathy Hochul in her re-election bid. Furthermore, all three declined to raise their hands in support of a hypothetical effort by Trump to deploy National Guard troops to the city. When questioned about their last interactions with Trump, Cuomo stated it was after the 2024 assassination attempt against Trump, while Sliwa said it was years ago at a Veterans Day parade. Mamdani stated he has never spoken with Trump. The debate wasn't entirely without levity. The candidates were also asked about their breakfast preferences and whether they had ever purchased marijuana at a cannabis shop. Mamdani, with a smile and a blush, admitted that he had. The next debate is scheduled for October 22nd, leading up to the election on November 4th. What do you think? Did any candidate truly stand out? Did Mamdani adequately address the concerns about Israel? And how much influence will Trump truly have on this election? Share your thoughts in the comments below.